Good evening, Mr. Azmir and fellow classmates. Today, our group will present a public service announcement entitled How to Report Corruptions. Corruptions in Food Premises Inspections. As Environmental Health Officer, integrity is one of the most important values that we must uphold. Food premises inspections are conducted to protect public health and ensure food safety standards are maintained. However, when corruption occurs during inspections, the consequences can be serious because unsafe food premises may continue operating and expose consumers to health risks. Through these presentations, we will discuss the meaning of corruptions, its impact on public health, the responsibility to report corruptions, and the proper procedures for reporting corruptions in Malaysia. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our team members who contributed to these presentations and video project. Each member will explain different sections related to corruptions reporting and integrity in food premises inspections. I would like to invite Hassan to begin our presentations by explaining the definitions and types of corruption.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. Okay, today we are going to talk about a topic that is very important in public service and enforcement work, corruption. So, what exactly is corruption? In simple terms, corruption happens when someone abuses the power or responsibility given to them for personal benefit. In food premises inspections, corruption may occur when an enforcement officer accepts money, a gift, or special favor in exchange for ignoring violations or giving special treatment to a food premises owner. According to Malaysian law, specifically the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission Act 2009, corruption includes bribery, abuse of power, and dishonest action carried out for personal gain. Transparency International also describes corruption as the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. When corruption happens, it damages integrity, weakens public institutions, and reduces people's trust in government services. In Malaysia, corruption is often known as with copy. Some people may think it is just a small favor or token of appreciation, but in reality, it is a criminal offense under the law. Now, let's look at some common types of corruption that can occur during food premises inspection. This includes accepting bribes during inspections, falsifying inspection reports, abusing enforcement authority, conflict of interest, extortions, collusion with premises owners, receiving kickbacks from contractor or supplier, and corruption related to approval or certification. Practice like this can seriously affect the integrity of enforcement activities. Even worse, they may allow unsafe food premises to continue operating, which could put consumers' health and safety at risk. That's why maintaining integrity and professionalism is so important in every inspection we conduct. With that, I would now like to invite Fiza to share more about the consequences of corruption and why reporting corruption is everyone's responsibility. Over to you, Fiza. Thank you.
Thank you, Hassan. So I'll be presenting the consequences of the corruption. Now, let's look at the consequences of corruption. Corruption has serious consequences for public health, government institution, and society. As we can see, firstly, it threatens public health and safety. For example, if food premises with poor hygiene conditions are allowed to operate because of corruption, consumer may be exposed to contaminated food and foodborne disease. Secondly, corruption weaken law enforcement and reduce public trust in government institutions. And thirdly, corruption cause economic and national damage through financial losses, business disruption, and reduce investor confidence. So this effect show that corruption impact everyone and not just those directly involved. So for the responsibility to report corruption, because of these consequences, reporting corruption is very important. Reporting corruption is both a legal and ethical responsibility for everyone. According to Section 25 of the MACC Act 2009, every public officers have a legal duty to report corruption, and failure to do so may be considered a criminal offense. Reporting corruption help prevent abuse of power, strengthen accountability, and protect the public interest. Every report contributes toward building a more transparent and trustworthy society. So next, I'll be passing the presentation to Sein. He will explain the procedure for reporting corruption according to MACC guidelines. To you, Sein. Thank you.
Thank you, Hafiza. So I will be presenting about how to report corruptions in Malaysia according to MACC guidelines. So to ensure corruption cases can be investigated effectively, MACC has established a clear reporting process. The process consists of several steps, beginning with gathering information and ending with case follow-up. So step 1, gather information. The first step is gathering information about the incident. Important details include the date, time, location, and the identities of individuals involved. Supporting evidence such as photographs, video, emails, messages, receipts, or documents should also be collected whenever possible. Accurate information helps investigators assess the case more effectively. Step 2, write incident clearly. The next step is to prepare a clear and factual report. The report should describe what happened, who was involved, when it occurred, and why it is believed to involve corruption. It is important to provide accurate information and avoid assumptions or exaggerated statements. Step 3, choose reporting method. After preparing the information, the next step is selecting a reporting channel. MACC provides several reporting methods, including physical visits to MACC offices, telephone hotlines, email services, and online reporting systems. These options allow members of the public to report corruption conveniently and securely. So the next step, I will now invite Jiki to continue with the next few steps 4 until 8.
Thank you, Sven. For make contact information, this slide provides the official contact detail of MACC, including the headquarters address, hotline numbers, and email addresses. Members of the public can submit report through the MACC headquarters hotline numbers, email, or official complaint portal. This official channel should be used when submitting corruption report. For step 4, submit report. Once all information has been graded, the report should be submitted honestly and accurately. All available evidence should be included to assess the investigation process. Next, for step 5, individual may provide their personal details to facilitate communication during the investigation. MACC is responsible for protecting the confidentiality of whistleblower. For next slide is a receive reference number. After submission, a reference number should be obtained. This serves a proof that the report has been received and can be used for future tracking. For next slide, investigation started. Investigator will assess the information and may contact the whistleblower For clarification, cooperation and honestly are important throughout the investigation process. For next slide is a follow-up case. The final step is monitoring the progress of the report through official MACC channel. This help ensure that the case continue to be processed properly. Translation. Next, Elisa will explain whistleblower responsibility, legal protection, and the scenario presented in our video. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Jiki. So I would like to talk about whistleblower responsibility. Who is the whistleblower? Okay, a whistleblower is a person who reports corruption, misconduct, or illegal activities to the relevant authorities. Whistleblowers play an important role in combating corruption and protecting the public interest. However, they also have responsibility, including maintaining confidentiality, avoiding public discussion of case details, and providing truthful and accurate information during investigation. By acting responsibly and honestly, whistleblowers help ensure that investigations are conducted fairly and effectively while promoting integrity and accountability in society. Next slide is about whistleblower protection. Malaysia protect whistleblower through the Whistleblower Protection Act 2010. The law protects individuals who report corruption in good faith by safeguarding their identity and protecting them from the retaliation or discrimination. This protection encourages more people to come forward and report corruption. Next, about punishment under Malaysian law. Corruption offence carry severe penalties. Under Section 25 MACC Act 2009, failure to report corruption may result in a fine of up to 100,000 ringgit or imprisonment of up to 10 years. Individuals involved in bribery may face even more severe penalties under Malaysian law. Next. Okay, scenario in our group video. Our video presents a scenario involving a food premise inspection. During the inspection, serious hygiene violations such as pest infestation, expired food products, and poor sanitation are discovered. Instead of taking enforcement action, the officer accepts a bribe from the premise owner and ignores the violations. This example demonstrates how corruption can threaten the public health, weaken public trust, and compromise the integrity of enforcement activities. Finally, I would like to invite Audrey to conclude our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Alisa. For this slide, I will be presenting about the benefits of reporting corruptions. Reporting corruptions bring many important benefits to individuals, communities, and the nation. Firstly, it helps protect public health and safety by ensuring that violations and unsafe practices are properly addressed rather than being ignored due to corruptions. Secondly, it promotes transparency and accountability by ensuring that corrupt individuals are investigated and held responsible for their actions. Thirdly, reporting corruptions help prevent future misconduct and support fair enforcement practices. Ultimately, reporting corruptions contributes to a safer, healthier, and more trustworthy society. This slide, this quote reminds us that corruption is not only a legal issue, but also a public health issue. To conclude, corruption is not only a legal issue, but also a public health issue. Corruptions in food premises inspections may allow unsafe premises to continue operating, increasing the risk of foodborne diseases and public health emergency. Throughout these presentations, we have discussed the definitions of corruptions, its consequences, the reporting process, whistleblower protections, and the importance of integrity in enforcement duties. As environmental health officer, integrity, honesty, and professionalism must always guide our actions. We have a responsibility to reject corruptions and uphold public trust. By reporting corruptions and promoting accountability, we can help create a safer and healthier society for everyone. This is our reference content, and thank you for your attentions. We sincerely appreciate your time, attentions, and support throughout our presentations. Thank you.